All right, good morning, everyone. 10 Tampa Bay Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins here. We've got a full house. We've got Grant Gilmore is in, Tyler Moore is in, Rich Field is in, and Autumn Robertson is in. She's going to be joining us here in just a few seconds here. That's the line of storms that we're tracking. Not a major issue at this particular point. The National Weather, which way you coming over on this side? Come on over this side. National Weather Service is basically saying now they're going with statements at this particular point. You need certain criteria to get severe thunderstorm warnings, and right now we don't quite have that. There's a lot of lightning in these storms, but remember, we don't get severe thunderstorm warnings for lightning, right? We get them for hail, a little bit more than half an inch, really, and then for winds over 58 miles per hour or so. It's almost closer to an inch. It's an inch for the hail, yeah. I'm thinking pea-size hail, maybe a little bit bigger is probably a little probability for this for today. You can see the storm. That's the reason why we jumped on now to kind of show you. You saw Grant this morning talking about the severe thunderstorm warning that was in northern Citrus. There are no warnings at this particular time, but things are getting loud. In Spring Hill, Hudson, Newport Richey, Trinity, it's bearing down right now. You're out at Fox Hollow. Well, you see it coming. You need to bring it in. Please respect the lightning with this because, thunderstorms always have lightning, obviously, but this is a little bit more. And you can see all of the strikes that we're seeing right there along the immediate coast right now. We've kind of got it separated out for the charges. Sometimes before you get a tornado, the charges will flip. So we kind of keep an eye on that. But I don't really think that's a major issue for us today. But you can see all this lightning that's just offshore. And the problem with this is look at what you have right out here, just west of the Veterans. All right? That's north of 52. South of 52. Now look where the rain is. Like that's just the leading edge of the rain, and that happened before the rain got there. So that's why we kind of give a heads up about be careful with that.
There's a lightning can strike well outside of the storm, so you're looking at the line now, and even though, let's say you're in Land O'Lakes, not there yet, but you kind of want to get inside right now, just to get ahead of things. Recently, we've had those lightning injuries
out at Ray J.
This stuff is serious.
So we had people out at a Yankees preseason game, which is right there next to Raymond James Stadium, and I guess they called it a little bit, and they told everybody to leave, and then they were walking out in the parking lot, and got struck by lightning. They both survived. It's an amazing story.
Yeah, incredibly unfortunate, but thankfully they survived, and that's just the situation with these storms. Any type of storms, producing lightning is just dangerous. Take that seriously. Also, of course, like Bobby was saying, the damaging winds with some of these storms. No severe thunderstorm warning issued.
No. Grant's pointing out that. Excellent. Look at this shot from Clearwater Beach. Here it comes.
Here it is.
Here, let me, sorry about that. Let me grab this one. Yeah, this is a great shot. Look at that. Shelfie.
Shelfie. A little shelfie.
Hashtag.
They've got Sugar Sands going on out there. That's that tent you see at the bottom of the screen. And good for them for having that tent. Because this is going to have it could have winds upwards of 55, 60 miles per hour. Probably a little bit less than that. But
you could pick up that tent.
Oh, shoot, you can drive that thing too.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just watching you.
Hopefully it doesn't pick up a tent.
I'm just a bystander here.
No, man. Drive. Go for it.
I'm just taking a screenshot to tweet it out.
Oh, look at that. Look at that leading. Look at that. It's the mothership.
I am
wow.
We got a screenshot.
So we're running a time lapse. I'm probably going to leave that in there, but that's cool. Isn't that cool? Let me make this full screen so you can see it. What do you think, Tyler?
Like that picture.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
This is the one that will go around anytime a hurricane comes. Somebody will send this picture out and be like, "It's almost here." That's the edge of the hurricane. That's pretty cool, though. Look at that. I think that's just water on the lens right there. That's not something dropping down. That is pretty wild. Let me zoom down as far as we can on that. Bellwether's going to see that as well, too. It doesn't look as impressive quite yet, but it will. Get it up into the clouds a little bit more. That is wild.
Can you give me a web export on that?
Oh, yeah. Picture? Yeah. Oops. Hold on.
This shit is not.
Let's do it again.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh, I didn't do it. I did it social. Sorry.
But
Great.
yeah, this
Is
shot
that all
you
right,
guys are
Gray?
just tuning in
Yeah,
right
that's
outside of Clearwater.
Just do that. Just make screen on that.
Saw some people walking on the beach. Hopefully they're getting inside pretty soon.
Yeah. Yeah,
Take their
definitely.
snapshots and go in.
Really cool. Hey, look, we've got an app, obviously, and you can send that to our through the app. You can send pictures like this to us. We'd like to really see those and share them. It's really pretty cool. 10 Tampa Bay is the app. Click on weather down at the bottom. You'll get the radar. You get future radar on there. It's really kind of cool setup that we have right there. All right, let's talk about the storms. So here we are right now where the line is. I'm going to zoom back down in because obviously you can see we've got the lightning in here. A lot of times when you have a lot of lightning, it's because you've got hailstones up there kind of banging off each other, and that creates static electricity. We've had a lot of cool air aloft, especially when you get up 15,000 feet, 20,000 feet this week, and you can see that basically we've got a little bit of hail showing now on this. There's not a whole lot. Right off of Honeymoon Island right there, we've got about 2/10 of an inch. That's pea-size hail. But that is what I expect to see. Let me look at some of this. Will actually see what we've seen before. You see all this? These are the thunderstorms that have produced the hail now. Most of it's on the leading edge of this, right in here, right here near Newport Richey as well. Current, it's not showing a whole lot, so that's pretty good. Now, here's another thing I want to show you. So this is the velocity product, and this is always good news when we don't see issues with this. We'll be looking for rotation with this for possible tornadoes or water spouts. That's something right there, but
Yeah,
that's
right off this Palm Harbor coast.
see, that's Honeymoon Island right there. It's going into Palm Harbor. I don't think that's anything. Yeah, that doesn't look like it's. Hello? Well,
It's trying.
it's trying. I think these just have a lot of winds with them.
It's kind of bowing out on that
Yeah,
outflow boundary.
yeah. We just got another one in. That looks a lot better. Yeah. So what Grant is saying here, when you watch these segments, it's kind of a straight line. But then you start looking for things to kind of bow out a little bit, which means, well,
There you go.
tornado warning. That's it. All right, guys, we need to go on air. Tornado warning.
We're about to go on air for this tornado warning for Pinellas. I'll let Bobby get back in here.
We can go on air right now. We're doing tornado warning. Just letting you know. I think we got it covered. All right, guys, our coverage is going to end up going on air.
Can we stop this, Bobby, and then they're going to put it on air or no?
Sure, yeah, if you want to do that, just tell them what we're going to do. That's fine.
All right.
Closed captioning's been called off.
So we're going to cancel this Facebook Live, get back up on there. Bobby's going to go on there and cover this. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Weather watch, please,
I can drive up.
and have both mics 9 and 8 up.
Trying to get this off the stream.
Tyler, you guys, if you want to chat as well, you don't have a mic, but just get close to Grant. Grant's going to drive. If somebody wants to drive, Tyler, you want to drive on 2? Yeah. You see something, yell it out. We'll switch over. I'll just tell the director to switch over to 2. It is a tornado warning for that area, right, Grant? Stand by. We're going on.
Yep.
We'll pull that on top of that.
Where is your pole lab?
Deeper right there.
There it is. For Northern Pinellas, Bobby, until 11:15.
Right in Palm Harbor. All right. Guys, you ready to go on? Left 15 moving north at, or east at 40. Is that what you're saying?
35.
All right, guys. Good morning. 10 Tampa Bay Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins here. We've got basically the whole weather team in here for the storms that we're covering, and now we've got a tornado warning for the Palm Harbor area until 11.
Hey guys, we got to mix mine.
So you can see right now, it's going to likely be a short-lived warning, but that warning covers Dunedin just to the north, from Dunedin north up towards Curlew. You see right up US 19, almost up to the Pasco County line, but I think really it's going to be moving across US 19, Lake Tarpon, live along Lake Tarpon. You need to be in your shelter right now. Grant, let's zoom in real tight here and look at the velocity so we can kind of pinpoint where this thing is. You see the East Lake area? There's Boot Ranch. It is just about to where you are. It's crossing Alderman Road right now. So that's north of Tampa Road. You go to Innisbrook area, just south of the golf course. So that area of northern parts of Pinellas County there, US 19. That's those cosmetics is up there. All those shops are moving off towards the north of course, Tarpon Springs. It's moving off to the east about 35 miles per hour. That's going to put it in Palm Harbor right around now, of course, but over towards Palm Harbor Community School right around 11:10, which is just minutes from right now. Carwise Middle School at 11:11 this morning. John Chestnut Park. So that's on the other side of the lake. That's where you're going through by about 11:14 a.m. this morning. Grant, that does not look as impressive to me right now.
No, it doesn't. Let me wind it back a little bit, going back 30 minutes. That's as it was coming ashore, and then
here it says Crystal Beach.
yeah, right there.
Crystal, CRY. That's that location that we're seeing. And it's actually, is there a relative? Is that relative velocity? Or
No, that's just velocity. Here's relative velocity. So a couple of scans later.
So what we're doing, guys, can I pop up on the wall here? Is there any possibility for that? What we're doing is we're watching for the greens and the reds close together. That shows us an actual rotation. There's the latest frame right there. That looks good. That does not look like there's much of an issue this time.
There's a little bit of rotation there, but it's opening up, right? I mean, it's getting a little more broad, and we're finding that there's still gusty winds within it, but it's not producing that rotation like we were seeing. Bobby's over on the big board right now. He's going to be able to point out exactly where this is.
I don't know that that's actually happened, but we'll go ahead and just cover it like it is right now.
Yep.
You can see that it's crossing US 19 now, so that's the good news. This area here is where the threat is. This is Brooker Creek Preserve, all right? So there's nothing out here. It's going to go right across that center back. If you live in East Lake Woodlands, you need to be in the center of your house, okay? You need to be in the lower floor. There's many walls between you and the outside world. A lot of lighting with this is going to be loud. It looks to us like the rotation is weakening just a little bit, but we still have the warning. The warning goes almost out to the Hillsborough County line. So the Eagles is right here. Okay, those areas on the other side, that's the Eagles right where we're looking at right there. That's right on the eastern edge of it. The severe threat right now is right here in the middle where it says Palm Harbor. That's Boot Ranch, that's East Lake Woodlands, that's Landsbrook, right in that area. So if you even live in the Landsbrook area, take shelter at this particular time. Let's go back and look at the velocity one more time here. I want to kind of get down in there and see what it looks like now. That's old data saying a rotation. This is the leading edge of it. And it looks
Yeah. I mean, that's where we were seeing the rotation, Bob. I'm going to back it up just a little bit in time, so we're going to go. So that's what they warned on for, right? I mean,
yeah, I think the relative is a little bit better.
This is the relative.
Oh, is that it?
Yep.
Okay. So you can see we've got, what this is showing us is this is inbound. So you see the inbound up there. That means that these raindrops are going towards the radar, which is down and roughly down this direction. These raindrops are going the opposite direction. And what we're looking for is speed, because they highlight this with different colors. The brighter greens, the faster it's moving towards the radar, the brighter red, the faster it's moving away. 26 is not impressive, but it is enough to show rotation in the storm. We're looking up a little bit higher than the ground, right? We can't see the ground, so this is what's called radar indicated. But when we see this rotation, we see that basically means the thunderstorm rotating as it's coming offshore, and those are the ones that produce tornadoes. Anybody in this, have you heard anything about any damage? We have not got anything yet. It would be blowing in here from the Palm Harbor area, Ozona Blue, right in that area, just north of the causeway of the beach. There's the hail with it. This would be one of the major threats that we expected throughout the day today, plus straight line winds. Now, this is a tornado warning, which is obviously not straight line winds, but that's over half an inch hail. So that could cause some issues. If you're in, there's Lake Tarpon, by the way. If you're in Landsbrook, you can get a car in the garage, East Lake Woodlands. Do it right now if you can, although the weather's really blowing through. Eagles, you're on the other side. It's coming through in just a few minutes. I would try and get those cars in the garage as quick as well, to get them covered up. But you can see Lake Tarpon Woods, that's East Lake Woodlands right there. So that's where the heavy train's coming through right now. So the warning goes for another 3 minutes.
Quick one.
Typically, we don't get real long-lived, real short-lived, I should say, tornado warnings. These are about 30 minutes or so. But these have just been spinning up quickly today and kind of dropping. We haven't actually seen a whole lot of rotation with it. So let's go back down in here, Grant, and let's
Yep.
look at the velocity.
Sure.
We'll try to pinpoint where that is. We're still kind of looking in this area right in here, which is right over East Lake Woodlands. That's Tampa Road right there. You're going to get up towards Forest Lake Boulevard. That's where the ice rink is right here. So all of this is just to the north of that, which means you're going to get up towards Racetrack Road, up towards Citrus Park Extension area, up towards Water Chase, West Lake Woodlands, those areas. You can see West Chase itself is still way out in advance of this. But that's where the threat is, right in here.
And it's probably, Bobby, I mean, it's moving, I mean, it's not moving incredibly fast, but 35, 40 miles per hour, probably, getting closer to Lido there, Carrollwood, certainly on deck to start receiving these gusty winds, if not that tornado that could be
Yeah,
out there.
Oldsmar, I mean, let's go back over to the radar. This, again, is the area that we're watching for the rotation. This down here, Oldsmar, kind of on the southern end of a very heavy rainfall. Lightning starting to fire up there on Racetrack Road. That's basically Racetrack and Limeball, that intersection there. So that's just starting to rain now, where the heaviest is still coming, and it will mainly be the worst of it, I think, it's going to be north of Limeball. So Limeball north and all the way up towards Mobley Road and further up towards Gun Highway. But the severe threat right here, again, I would actually leave this just a little bit, so it's actually the eastern part of East Lake Woodlands. Still, look at all the lightning on the back side of this, up in Carson Springs, Trinity. Trinity's up here into Castro County, but you can see northern Pinellas and northwestern Hillsborough County getting hit hard right now with all of the lightning. There's a lot of hail. When you see some of these heaviest returns, all of these reds, these darker reds, that's likely containing at least some hail. Pea-sized hail is what most of it will be, but some of it could be even larger than that. Radar's estimating it's not happening, but it's about the size of a nickel or so. So dime to nickel size hail falling out of this. Guys, we got about 1 more minute on this morning, then we'll get you back to programming if that holds. We've been on Facebook Live kind of tracking and giving you a heads up for this. And we did actually just see that rotation. We're thinking, well, that looks a little interesting, and we just pulled the trigger. You can get this radar on our app. So go to 10 Tampa Bay, get that app there from your app store. It's absolutely free. You'll see a weather button at the bottom, and then when that pops up, you'll see the radar you click on. You can zoom in and find out exactly where you are on the map. This line extends all the way offshore. This is the main threat for today. So, Citrus County, yeah, we had some showers and storms later today, but it looks like now the best threat for storms, stronger storms, is now to your south. This is slowly going to push off towards the south and east through the next couple of hours, getting down to breaking towards about, let's say, 1:30 or so. All right, 11:15, Grant saying, guys, they let it drop. Tornado warning has expired, but keep in mind, the storms will be strong, hail, high winds, enough new damage, and of course, it looks like that lightning threat will stay very high, so please be careful over the next couple of hours. Let's put one track on it and get you back to programming. Tampa by about 11:41. St. Pete downtown, that's just about noon time, and all the way out towards Riverview and Lakeland between about 12:15 and 12:30. All right, guys, we'll be here in the Weather Center. Don't forget 10 Tampa Bay Facebook. We'll be live there coming up.
Yeah, I went back there to talk about it.
So running back there, I already fixed it, but I don't know what it is yet. There was something on the production side of it. I don't think they couldn't punch it what, so I'm gonna find out. But, yeah, I don't know. So, yep,
This is what we want.
yep, okay, yep. So, looks like we were sent from the news side, but then on that side, I gotta get that answer on what it is. So, that's all right. All right, good job.
I'm going to put this on charger for now.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. And when you couldn't be seen, did we hear you still though?
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you can,
Oh,
I think you can hear me.
Information, that's good, that's
Yeah.
perfect,
Oh,
as long
yeah,
as,
yeah,
as
yeah.
long as we didn't go silent and stuff, we're good. So we'll learn from that, I'll see, figure out what it is, I'm gonna talk to production now, to see if it's just a mispunch or something was wrong.
Are we on Facebook?
Thank you.
I think-
They were
thank you.
streaming you up there.
Are we still streaming from XSplit here?
Yep.
Yes. All right.
I turned it off for maybe 10 seconds. I think you next to it.